Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope we are well. Today's video is sponsored by Kat Von D because we are going to be trying out the new True Portrait Liquid to Powder Foundation. So I'm buzzing to try this because it's basically liquid to powder. You know me, I love a product that's like 2-in-1, quick, easy. So I'm excited to try it. We're going to be doing a full look. I am going to be using all Kat Von D products. I've got many to pick from because they're one of my favourites. But I thought to tie in with this, we would do a Q&A based on style, influences, like confidence, etc. I thought it would tie in really well because Kat Von D is a brand I've always loved, and I've always felt it was a brand that came from like self-expression, being unique. I feel like the core and what the brand's about is just basically kind of like being yourself, innit? Being creative, etc. Let's start the video. I'm first of all just gonna moisturize my face. Always use a moisturizer with an SPF in, kill two birds with one stone. And also SPF is so important. I've learned that in recent times about how important SPF is, especially to help you with anti-aging, etc. I'm gonna start on a cracking question. What famous building landmark do you think represents slash looks most like your style and why? So what building looks most like my style? I'm just gonna say this, Statue of Liberty, because she is just like, yeah baby, out there. Lol. And the next step of prepping my skin before anything on it is a little bit of setting spray. Fan it off a wee bit. I've got 3 colours here. I've got light 6, light 10, light 15. As you can see, they're the different colours there on the top there. And then this is the packaging. It's really nice. It's slim. It's actually already been opened because when this came in the post, my mum was straight in there swatching it on her hand. Even she was quite impressed how it felt on her hand. So that's what it looks like. So I'm gonna go with light 6. I just keep watering today. I think I'm just so emotional about this video. Oh, and it comes in a very sexy bottle. Wow, look at that. That is gorgeous. That's one thing I love about Kat Von D makeup is I love the packaging. It's so goth. It's got a skull on there. It's got some swirly stuff like, oh, what's it called? Oh, like a, the frame, what the frame's called. Oh, but anyway, isn't that beautiful? How does this work? Oh, it comes out, it's got a little squidgy like this. All right, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Where's my brush? Oh yeah, perfect colour. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. This feels so nice on my skin. Really silky. How's this working? What's this magic? I literally used like this tiniest amount. Well, I didn't use that much. And that's gone on so nice. Shit. Quickly, before I move on to my concealer, it's vegan, obviously, because Kat Von D. It's available in 40 shades. I am really impressed with this really light coverage, like this lightweight feel, but it's had such a good coverage. It says it's a medium coverage, which I'll agree with that. I'll take that. It's set and like, it doesn't feel sticky. It's set to like a powder. Oh my God. It's ideal for all skin types as well, oily, dry skin. I am mega impressed with this. If I'm honest, that was a genuine first impression response there. Because I am a bit dubious about new foundations. You know, when you get the one that you like and you stick with that, and then when something new comes along, you're excited, but you're also a little bit... Anyway, well chuffed with this. This is amazing. I am going to put a little bit of concealer on the under eye. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. Again, absolute winner of a product. On to the Q&A. Is there an outfit that you always find yourself going back to, and why? I think for me, it will always be the easy case of... For me, it'll always be the case of going back to jeans and a band t-shirt and a leather jacket. Like that is for me is like a staple base simple outfit. Always be something that I go back to. Just gonna put on some translucent powder to just set that bit of concealer just a wee bit. I don't know, I just think that's always been like my core. Like as a teenager, that's always what I wore. As an adult, I'm kind of like maturing my style a little bit, using more things. Like I think it's kind of a very basic outfit, so I like to be more experimentative, but I think that's one thing that I'll always like just wear. I'm gonna be using the Kat Von D Crush On Blush for my cheeks. I don't contour anymore. I just put a load of blush on. That's just the way I roll. Just using this colour here. Da 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 da. Put it on my triggers. I love that. What influencers influence you? Well, I think that's what we say, influencers. Obviously, there's people like Megan Ellaby. I think she's really cool. She's got great style. I think Sammy Jeffco is good at showing, like, she's got so big so quickly that like it just shows that an alternative girl can be sort of in the mainstream and like appreciated by a lot of different brands and designers and stuff, and can, I don't know, just it's great. I think she's great. She's got a really great style. There's like Charlotte Hall, Felicity Hayward. I think she's great role model. There are people on Instagram that aren't really influencers that influence me, that I just follow, who I think are really cool people. They might have been followers of mine, or I've just met them or stumbled across them, and they're just cool people that don't label themselves as influencers. I think for me it's kind of I feel harder to be influenced by people that I don't relate to. They have to like the same kind of things as me, come from similar sort of backgrounds, I guess, like the same things, music, like lifestyle. Obviously it's good to be influenced by different people, but I definitely feel that I've got to have some similarities with that person. Just gonna swiftly move on to my brows. Do you think your relationship with your body has affected the way how you dress? I definitely think that it definitely has been things that I haven't worn because I feel like it just doesn't work with my body. Like, I'm all for one for wearing whatever what you want. Like, don't ever feel restricted because of your body's shape or size. And I really don't like the term unflattering. I'm just like, oh my god, what does that even mean? But at the same time, there are some things that I just couldn't wear because I was like, that looks terrible. I think it's things that just really cling, or like imagine something that completely had my tummy out, like completely on show. I would feel a bit self-conscious about that. I think there are ways of dressing to your size which accentuates your shape, or really like makes you feel good and feel sexy. Sometimes there are things that hindered what I wanted to wear because I just think that would look terrible on me. As much as I try and fight that, because it's all well and good me saying like, oh, do this, do that, and be proud of yourself and be proud of your body, but everybody still has these little demons that they're all trying to overcome, and I'm trying to battle that as an adult and become a better person. As much as people might preach to you about body confidence and tell you to be this and tell you to be that, I completely understand that everybody can only go at their own pace and their own speed, and it does take time for people to get over these kind of things. What do you think in 20 years from now will be the cringe of your staple of this year? Maybe some of the bigger chunky belts that I wear, like the really big ones that have got loads of hoops on, because they're quite goth. They're very, very old and quite Gonna be using the metal matte eyeshadow palette. I love this one. It's got everything. It's so good. My only gripes with it is that it's definitely a stay-at-home palette because it's so big. I'm just going to take this brown here. It's like a nudie brown. Put it all over the lid like this. What other criteria you consider when deciding whether an item is smart purchase or not? Now, you know me. I have been known for being a little bit of a shopper. I kind of... a lot of the time I feel like I do the shopping content to help inspire people and show people what's out there. But I think in more recent times, I'm just like, you know what? People don't really need to see that all the time. It should be encouraged that people are told that they should just recycle stuff they've got in their wardrobe. They shouldn't feel like they need to be shopping all the time. You know, like a lot of retail shops are just constantly pushing it down your throat. So you need to buy this is new, this is new season, you need to be the best and buy this. So I have become a little bit more, responsible with my shopping. I think that the way I think about something before I'm going to buy it is... I look at the item and I think, okay, am I going to feel comfortable in this item? If not, if I know that it's not really going to fit me nicely, or it looks like the material might be a bit rough or a bit uncomfortable, I'd be like, no, because as soon as you wear something once and you don't feel that comfortable in it, you kind of resent having to wear it again. Is it recyclable? I.e., Is it something that you can definitely wear more than once and won't feel like you've kind of tired it out a bit? Some things you can wear and you'll definitely feel like, oh, that was definitely a seasonal fit. That was in fashion at that time. It probably won't be about for a while, or I probably won't want to wear it again. I'm gonna go with this brown. Oh. Also, whether it's a staple, like I always just sort of buy staples these days. Like I will always be a sucker for band t-shirts. I will always be a sucker for like slogan things and anything comfy and warm. Is it a staple? Is it something that I'm going to get a lot of wear out of? Is this going to be useful if you're buying a new dress? Is this a dress that can be versatile? Can I wear it for a date night? Can I wear it for a wedding? Can I wear it in the daytime as well? Like, how many different uses can I get out of this product? We all have moments every now and then though where we just see something we really bloody like and then we end up buying it. We all have a moment of weakness and we can't beat ourselves up about it all the time. Do what you can when you can. Every little helps, etc. Do you ever miss colouring your hair at home? I don't miss the like colouring part, like bleaching, because Lord above, I cannot do that. But I do miss the wacky colours. I did have a moment the other day where I thought, should I just dye it purple because it's really blonde again? I didn't, because I was scared about what would happen to my extensions, but it's still a thought in the back of my mind, so it might happen soon. I really like being blonde though, because I just feel like it's way more versatile at the moment, and I really like that kind of like grungy, rock mob, Stevie Nicks. I feel like it's more neutral and more like wild child. I don't know, I've got the vibes, 70s, 80s vibes. That's what I'm on about. Just gonna pop a little bit of synergy on the highlight there, just a wee bit. I have bangs, but sometimes they feel like a chore. How do you keep enjoying them? Well, as you can tell, I have been clipping them to the side a bit. They are getting a bit long. I'm in this point where I'm like, do I grow them out and have the two like swooping sides? Do I keep the fringe? So I'm in kind of limbo at the moment. I don't really know what is this shit on my hair? I don't really know what I want to do. I don't know if to keep them or not. So right now I have been clipping them to the side, or I've been getting like a hair straightener and just curling them round. I think it's just being inventive with your fringe. You can get it cut short and have it like really blunt, or have it really big and heavy. It's about using your styling tools and accessories. That's what I've come to learn. That's how I keep it fresh and enjoy it, is just be inventive. It doesn't just have to sit there on your face. You can pin it back, you can pin it away with a headband. Sometimes I pin it away with a headscarf, or I clip it to the side of a hair clip. Sometimes I'll completely change my parting and have it on the side and just have like a swoopy thing. If you're getting bored of it, or you don't know what to do with it, just mix it up. Gonna be using the Kat Von D tattoo liner for a little bit on wings. So I'm sorry, I need to know where you got your oversized leather jacket from. I ask every time, please reply. It's from All Saints, and it's Mark's. It's a men's All Saints leather jacket. How to find your style and what looks good on your own body shape. Help me, please. You know what? I'm going to tell you, sometimes it's just a case of trial and error. Oh my God. Oh, I know, it's so hard to talk along to. Trial and error, trying out different things, being experimentative, and trying things that you just didn't think would look good on you, and you'd be surprised. Go against the grain, go against what your normal instincts, or what you think, or what you normally like. Maybe go shopping with someone else. Get them to help you pick an outfit. Sometimes our own comfort zones can be our worst enemy, and you get stuck into doing something a certain way. You think that's what you want and that's what you need, but until you try something and your eyes are opened, you could be pleasantly surprised and find something that actually, this feels really good on my body, I feel really great in this, and this does me a lot of favours. Gonna be using the Kat Von D Go Big or Go Home mascara, one of my absolute faves. Where to get vintage 70s to 19 clothes if you're not a size small? Well, this is something that I struggle with myself. I would like to shop more vintage and second hand. I think for someone that's just a bit bigger, size 14, I do struggle with finding stuff that fits me that's not from the men's section. I think a lot of the vintage stuff that I come across where I live is like for smaller sizes, and so as much as I would like to shop more, I do find it hard. The other alternative would probably be doing it online, because at least you could buy things online like Depop or vintage sites at least you can search a certain criteria or a certain size and you'll be more likely to find something there. The only thing is you just have to pay for postage. A little bit of lippy. This is Sanctuary. This and Lolita, I think, are my two favourite colours from the Kat Von D lip collection. Or lip range. Everlasting lipstick. Lovely! Well, my face is done. Grab my tea. I bet it's gone cold. Let's answer a few more questions, shall we? Got a bit of time. Do you remember as a kid the first thing that turned you towards punk style? Or whatever you call it. I started getting an interest in rock music. Like I was listening to a lot of Aerosmith, a lot of Def Leppard. We had the Air Guitar album, which I absolutely love. And then I got a boyfriend who was in a band. I was like 14 at the time. And he dressed like, you know, it was the band. And him and his friends just made me think, you know what, screw it. I'm going to be myself. And so I did. It just started with little things like wearing fishnet tights and wearing like those sweatbands around your wrists. Maybe doing my eyeliner heavy and just trying to be just a bit more edgy. And I think getting more and more into the music, kind of the culture and like what it is to be alternative and like the whole culture surrounding like music and everything. I think that just learned more about it and it just came more and more into who I was as a person. Do you get ready with an outfit in mind or you style as you go? Joe, it's a bit of both. There's something in particular that I am going to. I will probably have an outfit in mind that I want to wear, but sometimes I'll put it on and be like, actually, I'm not really feeling this, and it'll be completely change. Day to day, like at home, I'll just chuck on whatever t-shirt, put on whatever trousers I feel, trackies. But if I'm going out, I will maybe preempt it, but most of the time, I just sort of go with the flow. I might start with a piece. Like I think I really want to wear that top tomorrow. I really want to wear them trousers and then I'll see what works best with them on the day. Rock and roll date looks. Do you know what, man? It sounds cliche and I know they're fashionable, but you can wear like a really cute dress, shove on a leather jacket though. It's what, put on a belt, maybe get some killer boots, whatever. I think it's how you accessorise yourself can really say a lot. How you choose, what jacket you choose to wear, what necklaces, what jewellery. Your makeup can even make something look more rock and roll. Your hair, I think it is just being cliche and stereotypical, but it doesn't take too much to kind of make something quite edgy, still sexy. How do you know what clothes suit you if you can only see them on models when online shopping? You know, online shopping isn't always right for everyone all the time. Like you can look at something, looks like this on a model, you get it, you put it on, you're like, flipping heck, that's not what I was expecting. It just comes with kind of really understanding what you know you feel good in, and like I've said previously, just like trial and error, trying different things out, stepping out of your comfort zone, getting used to things. I personally would probably buy things online that you know is going to work for you, or if you can try it on beforehand, do that. But, you know, most places, to be fair, have pretty good return policies, so you can just send it back if you think, hell no. How do you cope with extensions working out so much? To be fair, these are really, really good bonds. They're so tiny and there's so many of them. I just tie my hair up into a high ponytail. I only wash my hair once a week. I don't need to. Like, I get a little bit of sweat underneath here, just a tad. So I can freshen it up with a bit of dry shampoo. Sometimes I don't even need to freshen it up. To be honest, yeah, I only wash my hair once a week because it is such a chore and it doesn't really get greasy. My fringe is a bit greasy. If my fringe gets greasy, I just wash my fringe. But yeah, tie it up, sometimes put a headband around it. That works. That's quite good. Lazy girl makeup. CC cream, bit of blush, mascara, maybe fill in your brow a bit. Done. Shall I do a tutorial on that one day? I think I will. I think I've done it before, but I'll do it again. I am definitely all for lazy girl makeup. How do you decide on / find an aesthetic? I don't think you decide on an aesthetic. I think it just comes to you. I think an aesthetic just sort of, when something feels right, it feels right. I don't think you should just be like, I'm gonna look like this today. It goes with like whatever you're doing. Like for example, when I go to download, the real rock and roll side of me comes out. Like it's way more 80s glam, etc. Like that is channeled. When I go to Latitude though, it's a bit more boho, a bit more 70s, a bit more kind of Fleetwood Mac, like hippie kind of feels. That part of my personality just comes out a bit more. Likewise, if it's an evening event or if you're going to a party, just sort of get a gauge as to what kind of thing it is and then you just feel what's appropriate. I think it's just an extension of certain parts of your personality that you already have, that you bring out a bit more. I don't think you should change your style completely for anything or anyone. One piece of clothing you can't live out, my leather jacket. How do you have the confidence to wear whatever the fuck you want? That comes with time, but also it's just like questioning yourself. Why should I care? Why can't I wear what I want? Like, what is stopping me? Write it down. Write a pros and a cons list. and look at your cons and be like, do they actually matter? Things like, what will people think of me? People will judge me, people will laugh at me, my peers, my family will judge me for it. Who cares? Who cares? All it is it's just a reflection on their small-minded, ignorant personalities. You be you. You've only got one bloody life and one chance on this planet. Why waste it not being happy being yourself? How do you keep your hair so healthy? It is, to be fair, it is pretty good. I know sometimes it can look a bit dry and a bit crazy, but my hair naturally is quite coarse anyway, and obviously with the added bleach, it is a bit sometimes, but Olaplex in it. I only wash my hair once a week because it's such a ritual when I do my hair. So I Olaplex it, I'll shampoo and conditioner it with like purple shampoo and proteins. Then I will put on a mask, and I usually leave that on for like half an hour. And then I will then put in loads of different oils or like serums, etc. So like dedicate a lot of time to my hair wash at night. That is like a thing in itself. And I just make sure I've got good products. My hair extensions have really helped with minimalising heat damage because they take the brunt of the heat. Also just trying not to style it all the time. This curl was styled 2 days ago. So yeah, I really like to minimise the amount of heat that I put on my hair. That's it really. Have you ever had an identity crisis with fashion? Going through one now. You know what, sometimes I do. Sometimes I think, oh, maybe I should be more of a grown-up, or maybe I should dress less like that. Maybe I should dress more like that. But they are like little blips in my life, and then I continue with my life in the way I am. I think you can go through these phases, try something new. If it doesn't feel right or natural, then you know that that little blip was just you just being stupid. Honestly, your style and who you are is no one else's business other than yourselves, and I don't think you should be too hard on yourself or put too much pressure on to be a certain way. Just go with what feels good for you. Try sometimes to try new things when it comes to like fitting and styling and feeling good in your body. Always keep that kind of core influence, or I guess aesthetic, as you as you can. I think I might have to do a part 2 of this because there are so many questions and I just cannot get through all of them. But let me know if you want more questions, another Q&A like this. It was really great. Don't forget to check out Kat Von D range. This foundation is absolutely epic. You can find it in Debenhams. I will pop all the information down in the description. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe. I shall see you soon. Bye.